Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to have a look at setting up the endpoints on an RC car. Today we're looking at setting up the endpoints on a mini drift car, but this can be used on all scale of car, not just mini drift. So with a drift car, they've got a gyro. So the first thing we need to do is basically turn the gyro off or zero it. So I've got 48%. So the channels we're looking at today is channel 1, which is the steering, and channel 3, which is the gyro. We're not bothering with throttle. Channel 4 on my radio is just set as a switch. So I've got some cars with lights on, so it's just set up as a switch basically. So we're going to turn the gyro down, turn it the right way, Stu, all the way down to 0, and it should chirp that it's in its center point. Now, most mid to high end radios will have an endpoint adjustment on them somewhere. So on a Noble, you press settings and then it's at the top, EPA, which is the abbreviation for endpoint adjustment. So we just click on that. So you can see my settings currently at 41 left, 50 right, 49 right to be precise. Basically, this will light up. So 41 left, 49 right. Let's whack one side right up. So we whack the left up. So to select that on this radio, you just click it on the left side and we whack it up to 100-ish. So round there, 100. So when I turn left now, you can see it's not happy. It's clicking as it's going round. So I've got stops on the wheel, just on the hubs, but also it's hitting the edge of the moonwalk on the DA3. Now what you can get is it can lift, and I did have this on this originally, it can lift a wheel, and then what happens is it hits the car and lifts the wheel, it shocks the gyro if you've got your gyro on, and the gyro reacts and it tries to correct it. So you get the movement of it trying to correct it hitting the car. That's why you turn your gyro off first. I'm going to keep it left. Now I need to turn this down. So I need to turn the point down to when it starts coming back. So we're at 20 now, and we know it's around 40. So we're going to come up. So we're at 30, 34, 36, 38, 39, and the wheels are still moving. 40, 41, it doesn't move anymore after that point. So we bring it back to 40, and that's basically your endpoint set up. And you do exactly the same with the right hand side, and then you've got both right and left steering endpoints set up. The next thing you need to do is set the gyro up. So we're just going to have a little bit of a reposition, and then we'll come back and show you how to do the gyro.
A few moments later.
So I've had a bit of a reposition, zoomed in on the car to try and make it a little bit easier to see what's going on, taking the radio out of the way. So once you've set up the endpoints on your radio, what you'll then need to do is set up or reset up the endpoints on your gyro. So we've got a GT55 receiver gyro combo. This is the version 5. Apologies about the bit of tape around the front, but that's to hide one of the LEDs from you so we can concentrate on the LED that we need to see. But basically this has got the same gyro in it as their standalone gyro, and most newer gyros will set up in the same way. I think the Drift Art one does, for example. So how we set the endpoints up on the gyro is you've got a setup button just here. So we push and hold that down, and then the challenging part for me, is that the on-off button is underneath. So this LED will flash, fast flash, and then stops. Now that's in setup mode. So the gyro itself isn't working. So it's stopped working, the gyro. So what we need to do first of all is turn left. Well, I'm holding the left, and then it will center. Then we go right, hold the right, and then it comes back to the center. And that's the gyro set. So then now we've got a setup gyro to the endpoints. Now just quickly while we're here, just to show you what the correct way the gyro should rotate is when the back comes round, the wheels should counter steer or go in the opposite direction or to the back. So that's correctly set up. If we'd have gone right with the turn first and then left, it would be the wrong way round and set up in reverse. So I think that's all we need to explain. Thanks for watching again, and we'll finish with a bit of drifting.